Hello, everybody. I'm Johnny McCobb, the creep of the class. Sorry, I have not been around very much. Let me just adjust that there. Been super busy. Got a lot of stuff going on. I've actually started up my own film funding company that's really taking off. I don't want to go too much into that until we file the LLC and get the website going, but we're dealing with like a slate of like 20 freaking projects with $1 million plus budgets. So it's getting up there. But I definitely want to try to put more attention towards this YouTube channel. So I want to talk about Slender Man. Um, Huge fan of Slender Man. I've been a huge fan of Slender Man basically since the creepypasta was created. The Slender Man originated as an entity, as a creation from this online contest. It's my cat. Basically, there was this contest on this board called like Something Awful, I believe it was, to create like this creepypasta, and Slender Man was the winning creepypasta of the contest. Now, creepypasta is basically like a short, creepy story on the internet that's shared all over the place. From there, Slender Man really took off with the Marble Hornets YouTube series. It was a free series of videos on YouTube. They're still on there now. It lasted like 3 seasons. They even got a spin-off movie a couple of years back that was pretty decent. Not the best thing in the world, but decent, especially in comparison with this movie that I'm about to talk about. So this movie here is a cash-in on the Slender Man assault from last year. Now, basically what happened last year, if you somehow missed it, 2 girls lured their classmate into the woods and stabbed her multiple times, like a lot of times. I forget how many, but it was like a lot of times. And the girl luckily survived. She crawled to safety. And these two girls, these 2 schoolgirls, basically said they attacked their classmate because Slender Man told them to. And with that, Slender Man really got into the mainstream, and this movie began production shortly after that. Get out of here. This is what it's like having 2 very, very obnoxious cats. Pardon. So, yeah, this movie entered pre-production shortly after that. A clear, quick, rush job to cash in on the new popularity of Slender Man. Now, the movie itself, so I went to see it in theaters, and it was bad. It was very, very bad. Like, I'm talking, like, I've seen a lot of movies, okay? I've seen a lot of movies, probably thousands upon thousands upon thousands of movies. This is probably one of my this is probably like on my top 10 worst movies I've ever seen. So basically, these 4 high school girls, they summon Slender Man using this ritual that involves like this YouTube video. It's messed up my computer by displacing the carpet that it's on. Okay, there we go. So they summon Slender Man by viewing this online video and doing this like ritual. So basically, Slender Man starts stalking them. Slender Man starts stalking them. And this movie is just so horribly written. Like the dialogue, it's like someone had heard stories about human interaction, but had never actually witnessed it before. It was just very not right. Like it just didn't seem like it was. It was. I don't know. It was just bad. Like I can't even put my finger on it, but it was just bad. There's just not a real grasp on like how things really are in this movie. I don't think. For example, I mean, there's the interactions. There's also like the first girl in the 4-girl group who goes missing. They're on like this field trip. Yeah, there's spoilers. Don't worry, you're not missing anything in here. Trust me. They go on this like field trip to this historic cemetery, and Slender Man takes one of the girls in the cemetery. Within like 2-3 hours, the cops are combing through the woods. The girls are all texting each other, "Oh, I missed her so much," and it's like the biggest story on the evening news. Like, cops won't even take a missing person seriously unless they've been missing for 24 hours. And here it's like the biggest thing in the world. I mean, I've walked away from field trips when I was in school. I've done that. I didn't tell people where I was going. I just walked away. Like, I did that stuff when I was in school. And, like, for all that these people know, that's all that she could have done. But no, they had police combing the woods with dogs and a freaking dragnet pattern. Biggest story on the evening news. It's just bizarre. It's just a very poorly made movie. Like, even the CGI was literally some of the worst CGI I've ever seen in a theatrical film. Like a film that actually got wide theatrical release. Like, it was something you'd expect from like Sharknado or like a sci-fi original movie. It was just bad. And the ending of it was just this obvious cash-in, practically referencing the assaults from last year. It was just a very boring, bad movie. Like, I almost fell asleep during watching this movie. I almost fell asleep. I had a hard time. I actually slapped myself across the face in the movie theater. People looked at me weird. Luckily, I had we have Regal theaters around here, and I had enough points. I actually got to see it for free. They used to have Movie Pass, but I canceled that because that's crap now. So, whatever. So yeah, it's Slender Man. Definitely don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. If you haven't seen Marble Hornets yet, go watch Marble Hornets on YouTube. It's amazing. It's really cool, really creative. It basically tells about this one like college student who like is given this like box of tapes by his friend who was like a film student and had been filming this movie called Marble Hornets, and like strange things happen and he just like abruptly like canceled the production. So he disappears, and meanwhile his friend goes through these tapes and finds all this like weird stuff, and it kicks off this like mystery as to like what is going on, and it all centers around Slender Man. Really cool. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna try to, like I said, I'm gonna try to post more videos. I'm actually thinking this is gonna be a challenge because of how busy I am, but I think it'll be the right incentive I need to actually get to actually start posting videos more. I recently signed up for Verve, which is this new streaming service that actually packages a bunch of streaming services together. It's like $10 a month. All the packaging together, if separately, would be like $55. But like huge discount, everything bundles it together. It's like $10. It includes Funimation and Crunchyroll. So if you're like big anime fan like I am, it's got those in there. But it's also got Shudder. So yeah, I got Shudder now, and I'm thinking I'm gonna go through because there's a lot of stuff on there I'm not familiar with, and I might never otherwise actually watch. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start at A and work my way alphabetically through the entirety of Shudder. It might take me a year or two to get through all of them. And obviously their catalog is going to evolve while I'm in the middle of it. But I think I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to watch every movie on Shudder and review it. So that's the plan right now. In other news, before I sign off here, going to Horrorhound weekend in Indianapolis this weekend, Friday through Sunday. Friday, they have the Jason Goes to Hell screening, uncut. It's the first time the uncut, the unrated edition has ever been screened. It's going to be on an actual IMAX screen, although they're not going to be using the entirety of the screens. Not formatted for that. But but I am actually the producer for the upcoming Jason Goes to Hell documentary. I'm producing alongside the original director, Adam Marcus. The screening is going to be presented by Adam and Kane Hodder, Jason Voorhees himself, and I will be doing fan interviews for the documentary after the screening. So if you're at Horrorhound this weekend, stop by, say hello to me, come to the screening, show your support, meet Kane and Adam. They're awesome guys. And we'll be doing fan interviews regarding Jason Goes to Hell after the screening. So with that said, I'm Johnny Macabre, the creep of the class, and I'm here at Horror News Net TV. See you all next time, guys.